So 2025 was one of the best years of my life so far. There was just so much that has happened in my life this year that has impacted me and the impact that I've had onto other people. And I finally was able to get out of this rut that I've been stuck in for so long. So for the past 5 years, I've been in this constant cycle where, first of all, I'm someone who gets extreme FOMO. I procrastinate and I tend to put others above me, even if it meant sacrificing my own goals and dreams. And this is something that's not even affecting me, but it's also affecting you. And this is a problem that I see within the self-improvement community, is that we're told the advice of focus on yourself, but we don't actually know what that even means. People just say focus on yourself and expect you to just run with it. Especially when I first started my journey, when I told myself, okay, I'm gonna focus on myself. I'm gonna focus on myself. I don't know what that actually meant. So I would do all these like superficial habits and things like that, and I wouldn't really know why I was doing it. I would just sort of just do it because that's what people told me to do. But 5 years later, after so many ups and downs and so many setbacks, I finally realized that the reason why I had such a good year this year is because I finally understood what focusing on yourself means. Basically, from my own personal definition, what focusing on myself looks like and feels like to me is basically just making every decision with the best intentions for myself in mind. And I realized that so many people don't really go by this or live by this, because one day I work at Chili's on the weekend, right? While I was speaking to one of my coworkers, I asked her, I was like, hey, where do you see yourself? Right? Or what do you want to do besides just working here the rest of your life, right? Because I really hope you don't work at Chili's the rest of your life. But I was like, what do you want to do? And she basically told me how she wants to go into nursing or something in the medical field, right? I'm a terrible listener. But so then I was like, oh shit, that's like super sick. And I asked her, why don't you just start then? And she replied back with, oh, I can't because I'm working here. And then I looked at her and thought, what do you mean? Like, you could literally just start. And she kind of clarified and was like, no, I can't because like, you know, we just barely opened. Keep in mind, it's a new location, right? We've been open for like a month now. But she was like, no, I can't. Like, this is a new location and we really need people. And she's like, I feel bad if I left and things like that. And I looked at her like, are you can't be for real right now. Do you genuinely think they're going to care if you leave? What I basically told her was that I looked at her and I was like, I want you to think about your future and then think about how replaceable you are. And she was just like, damn. And I kind of laughed it off and stuff like that. But I was being completely for real. I was like, think about your future and think about how much zero fucks they're gonna give if you leave. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably miss you for like a good week. Like, oh no, you're leaving us. No, we're gonna miss you. And then like literally by week 2, they would have found your replacement already. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care. So in that story, I was just like, yo, you gotta put yourself first. And I've come to realize that in life, every single thing, our whole life is basically going to be the byproduct of our decisions. Our life is going to be the results and the consequences of our decisions, and we make thousands of them a day. Every single decision that you make in your life, you wanna align yourself and every decision to your future self, who you see yourself being, and the type of life you wanna live. I like to think about my future self, and I like to think, today I'm going to live in alignment with my future self, meaning that every decision that I'm gonna make is going to be the decision that he will make, because he is me, I am him. There is no separation between us. We are the same person, just in different timelines. And so that really helps me make my decisions throughout my day. If my future self is known for not going out because he knows he has work the next day, then I'm not gonna go out because I know I have work the next day. Basically aligning my decisions as the best version of myself, because I know that with these decisions, I want to make the right decisions that are going to be in my best interest. I want you, every single time you make a decision in your life, think about what's going to be in your best interest. Focusing on yourself is doing that extra rep in the gym. It's walking up and talking to that girl even though you told yourself you're shy. It's eating that extra carb or that extra carrot or whatever the fuck your diet is, right? Basically making every decision and making choices based on what's going to be the best intentions for you and your future self. So basically just make every decision and ask yourself, how will this help me? And one thing you could do right now that will help yourself, and a good decision to make, is to join the paid community down below, where you can get one-on-one advice from me, free coaching, and just be in a community of other like-minded people who are striving for their goals. And you know, I had to sneak in the CTA in this video somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? I had to sneak in the little promo somehow. But link is in the description to join. Anyways, another point that I want to make is that you want to make decisions that make you feel uncomfortable, because it's in the uncomfortability that's going to help you grow. Like for me, since I have big FOMO, every single time I wanted to go out and do something but knew that I either had work to do or some other project or whatever shenanigans I was doing, I would tell myself no, and that would make me feel extremely uncomfortable. But I knew that over time, you get used to it and you'll build strength to do it. So again, growth comes from being uncomfortable, and if you're comfortable doing something, ask yourself, is this actually helping you? Because I do not want you to abuse the I'm I'm doing this because it's helping me mentality and actually use it for self-sabotage. I don't want you to smoke every single day and use the excuse of, oh, it's helping me focus, it's helping me stay relaxed and do work. I don't want you to be like that. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, it's probably doing more damage to you than it's helping you. So this requires a huge amount of self-awareness and accountability. Be so real with yourself. Is the thing that you're doing actually helping you and your future self? Is it helping you get closer to your goals? If it's not, drop it. That's how you know. If it's not helping you, then drop it. Or maybe if it does help you, is there an alternative way you can still get closer to your goal without having to do that thing? For example, instead of smoking every single day because it helps you relax and stay focused, have you tried meditating or maybe doing deep work or building that skill up? Basically finding alternatives to do those things without having to use the excuse of, oh, this thing's helping me, when in reality, it's probably just doing more damage. And again, this requires a lot of self-awareness and accountability because a lot of people will bullshit themselves, right? A lot of people will BS themselves, and I want you to be completely real with yourself and see if it's actually helping you. So if you want an accountability partner or multiple accountability partners, join the paid community down below, and I will also just love to see what I can do to help you get closer to your goals and just basically be along there with you on your personal growth and your personal journey. Hunnid, stay Hunnid with yourself.